They say time flies in college, and I knew that going in. Everyone tells you it goes by so fast, enjoy every moment, but you don't really get it until you're sitting at home wondering where it all went. It's still surreal to me that I'm already a quarter of the way done, because it feels like just yesterday I was moving out, ready to start this next chapter. Now that I'm back home, I've had some time to slow down and actually reflect on this year. As cliche as it sounds, there's a lot of things I wish I could have told that version of myself. So before I pack this year away, before sophomore year starts, I want to send her a little postcard. Dear Iris, hopefully you've already moved your stuff in by the time you're reading this. I know move-in was overwhelming. Making sure you checked off everything on that long checklist that you spent months making. Rushing to pack everything the night before because you had just gotten back from Japan. And saying goodbye to your family and the place you call home. I know you're probably super nervous to start this next chapter of your life, so here are a few things you should know. Orientation week will be a lot. Tons of new faces, events, and a constant pressure to figure out everything as quickly as possible. To find your people fast, because the clock is ticking and everyone tells you they met some of their closest friends during orientation week. But take that advice with a grain of salt. Because honestly, most of the people you meet that week, you'll probably never talk to again. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that you did something wrong. So, don't exhaust yourself trying to make every interaction stick. Soon classes start, and suddenly your days are filled with lecture halls, recitations, coffee chats, networking events, and wandering around campus trying to figure out where your next class is. You'll be wide-eyed, taking everything in. Ambitious, driven, you start squeezing productivity into every second of the day. Finishing assignments early, booking coffee chats between classes, and trying to stay ahead all the time. A lot of that comes from high school, even though you don't want to admit it. You didn't join the right clubs early enough, didn't have the perfect GPA, and didn't stack up any amazing accolades. If you're being honest, you're not even sure you deserve to be here. You got into CMU, sure, but it felt like luck more than anything. And you never want to be in that position again. So, college feels like your chance to finally redeem yourself. You'll feel pretty lonely the first few weeks of school. Even though you meet a ton of new people, and everyone's super friendly, there's nobody you can really lean on for support. It'll feel like you're constantly floating between groups instead of fully belonging to one. A lot of that comes from high school too. You struggled with social anxiety for a long time and always felt like everyone else found friendships more naturally than you did. But ironically, the more you chase friendships, the less naturally they come to you. You become the kind of person who always gives but doesn't ask for anything in return because you don't want to feel like a burden. But in doing that, you never really let anyone close enough to actually know you. One of the hardest things you'll learn this year is that not everyone is meant to stay in your life, and that it's okay to let people go and protect your peace. And somewhere in all of that, you slowly start finding people who allow you to be your authentic self. Not a huge group, but just a few really meaningful relationships. The kind built through late night studying, random walks back from class, shared stress, and conversations where you finally stop pretending you're okay all the time. So don't be afraid to call your friends at random hours of the night or rant to them about things that are bothering you. Asking for help doesn't push people away the way you think it will. If anything, it brings them closer. Now, clubs. Recruitment is definitely not the funnest thing in the world, and yes, you heard me, recruitment. That includes multiple rounds of interviews, written applications, and coffee chats. You apply to as many as you can because you don't know what'll stick, and somewhere in the back of your head, you're convinced that if you don't lock something in immediately, you'll fall behind everyone professionally. So the rejection hits hard, but you get some good news too. You'll join Tartan Marketing Association and 180 Degrees Consulting. You'll spend hours on projects and deliverables, but somehow it'll actually feel fun. You'll also compete in a bunch of case competitions with people who eventually become some of your closest friends, and this is definitely one of the best decisions you make freshman year. You learn so much about presenting under pressure, thinking on your feet, collaborating with others, and answering questions you didn't see coming. One of those competitions even gets you a free trip to Texas. I know, crazy. So shoot your shot, not because it looks good on paper, but because you never know where it might take you. And I know you're probably wondering about coursework. First semester is rough. Late nights, tears, hours staring at one question and getting absolutely nowhere. Once again, you'll be the person asking questions in every class, showing up to every office hour, and constantly wondering if you actually belong here. But don't be embarrassed by that. I mean, if you weren't struggling, would it actually be worth it? Second semester, you decide that overloading with 60 unions is somehow a good idea. It's not. It's more than you can handle, but your pride won't let you drop anything, so you just absorb it and slowly burn out. In college, you have freedom, and with that freedom comes trade-offs. Eventually, you realize that every extra thing you put on your plate takes time away from something else. So, don't put too much on your plate academically. Oh, and one more thing. Keep vlogging. I know filming in public can feel awkward sometimes, but documenting your life becomes one of the best decisions you make this year. One day you're gonna look back at those videos and realize how many little moments you would have forgotten otherwise. And honestly, I wish I did it more. And if you think college is gonna completely change you, it won't. You'll still call your dad every night for help, cave into the daily ice cream craving, and wear the same hoodies and leggings every day. But somewhere in all of it, you'll change in ways you won't even notice until you're home again, sitting down to write this. So spend more time with your friends. Jump at every opportunity. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. And most importantly, don't take things too seriously. It's really not that deep. For now though, get some sleep. You've got a long year ahead. Sincerely, Iris.